Welcome to the third in a series of DQOA repair videos. Today we're going to replace a bad plug-in on a piece of equipment. Now this is one of these things that constantly crops up in the store, whether it be freezers, microwaves, video monitors. Today we're going to repair a video monitor that has a loose plug-in. The tools that you're going to need to complete this task is the first item is a wire cutter, a Phillips screwdriver, and a new plug-in from a hardware store. Now, plug-ins do vary. This is the standard 110, 115 plug-in with the two vertical points and then the ground. There is a bunch of them there's one that has a sideways point on the left end, and then there's one with a sideways point on the right end. And then they also sell a plug-in with the two sideways point where they're both horizontal. You have to make sure you have the right plug-in for the task. But this is what you would call a standard 115 plug-in. Now, I'm going to show you a couple other pieces of equipment here where I've already done this, where the plug-ins have been bad. This is my novelty storage freezer up front where we replaced the plug-in. It used to have a plastic molded point on the end. And this is also for my dilly freezer. I've also replaced this one. So these are pretty common to go out on various pieces of equipment in the store. I also did one for my microwave in back, which had a loose plug-in a few months ago, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. But today we're going to do our dry monitor in the drive-thru. As you can see, the video monitor is in operation right now, and it has I'm going to keep the camera on the monitor, but I'm going to twitch the plug-in and show you how twitchy it is. And we need to fix that and replace it. And so we make sure that we have this up and operational during the busy time, which is about to come up here in a few minutes. All right, we're going to go over here, and what we're going to do is take our tools. We're going to unplug the monitor end, and what we're going to do is we're just going to completely slice the old molded end right off of here, because the short is in here somewhere, and we're just going to discard that. Now, what you have left is you got just the wires on the end. And you want to take your wire cutters, and you want to slice off about 2 inches of the end and get the outer casing off and so we can expose the internal wires. You're going to see 3 wires. There's a white, a black, and a green. And what you want to do is further strip those down, and you probably want to use the smallest setting on your strippers and just get it so you can see a nice clean copper end on all of these. And what we're going to do, we're also going to do that with the white one, and then we're going to do that with the ground. The green is always the ground, like that. And then what you want to do is just twist it like this. You shouldn't need the wire cutters from here on in. And we're going to twist the ends up so the ends are tight, and same thing to the ground. Now, what you want to do is you want to take your plug-in, you want to slide this is what we call the tightener for the cord, and you want to slide this in first before you start putting the wires in. And this is one of those where you're going to need to loosen up the collar to let the wire get all the way through here, and you want to pull this all the way through like this, and you want to have these ends available on the other end. So you've got to put this on first. There's many times where I started to put this plug-in on and I forgot to put this collar on. Now, this is the plug-in that you want to insert these wires into. Right here is where the ground wire, the green wire, is going to go. And then what you want to do is put the white wire here and the black wire here. And basically when you got the thing when you look down at it, you want to just put where the wires fall, and that's usually the best policy. And what I'm going to do here is we're going to slide the white wire in between the clamp here. Slide the white wire in here between the clamp. And let's just do one at a time here. And we're going to get that between the clamp here. And then what we're going to do is take our Phillips screwdriver and tighten the clamp down. And then we're going to do it for the black wire on the other end. And we're going to put it right between the clamps, like that, and tighten this down. And of course, like video number 2, we are doing this on a Sunday, so it's always a propensity for equipment to have issues on a Sunday, but you got to make sure that everything's up and operational, or we're going to have issues when it gets busier. We're really busy, usually between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. on a Sunday, so we want to make sure that this drive monitor is definitely working. Last wire we're going to put in is the ground. And once we got that tight, we're basically going to take the collar and slide it back over, and clamp the outer collar in. Now, when you look at this, there's 3 holes in here in this particular plug setting, and you want to line it up with the 3 holes. And in this case, we're going to line it up so it lines up just like that. And then what you want to do is start to tighten these screws into the casing, and they should lock right down when you do that. We're going to tighten all 3 of them. I'm going to loosen this one up. I over-tighten this one to start, and we're going to make sure that we get these other 2 in, that they grab into the assembly here, like so. And then we're going to tighten the collar here, so this cord, in case it gets snagged or pulled, so in case it'll snag or pull on the casing and not on the internal wiring inside here that we just did. And so we want to make sure the collar is tight, so if somebody pulls or snags on this cord or it gets pinched, it pinches on the casing, not on the wiring itself. Alright, we're going to plug this back in, and if we go back over to the video monitor, it should work. It should work. Does it work now?
Nope.
It doesn't work.
Nope.
There we go. I'm sorry. I didn't quite get the plug in all the way, so I almost disputed my repair ability there for a minute. While we're over here, as you can see, our video monitor works, so we have that issue all fixed and it's all good to go. Just wanted to show you on part number 2 of the series. This was the soft serve barrel where we worked on that pump. I just wanted to show you we have that pump up and running now, and I just wanted to show you that it's back where it should be in terms of it's nice white and creamy like the other side. And so this was the pump that we were working on in video series number 2, and I did put that pump back in operation a couple hours ago, and we have it all ready to go. So just wanted to follow that up on the second part of the video series. And I also wanted to comment that that air pump valve replacement kit, that runs about $178 just for the parts. But you do save yourself $200 by doing that pump yourself. And this little repair that we did here, easily this will cost you an electrician $100 every time they come out to do this. So it's a quick 3 to 4 minute repair, and it works on any piece of equipment. The plug-ins always happen on freezers, microwaves, soda motors, coolers for your OJ, and we have I've done practically that plug-in repair on almost every piece of equipment in the store. So if you like this video series, go out to DQA at dqa-dqoc.com for emails, send us your suggestions, or visit the website at dqa-dqoc.com, and you can also call us at 952-556-5511. And if there's something in the repair series you'd like us to work on, we'll film it. On next video, we're hopeful to do a drive-through menu board ballast, and we're also going to get to rooftop maintenance. Thank you.